that's the scariest thing. A lot of these C Zerg players, whether it's Go Joey and or MeomaikA, I do think they are like really big threats, especially in the ZvZ matchup. So yeah, these Europeans, they're getting a bit of a run for their money.
Yeah, these C Zergs, they've all been practicing against each other, playing plenty of ZvZs and kind of setting their own meta. So I do think for the unsuspecting EU player, it can be a bit of a shock at times, coming across some very weird styles. I've seen some salt. I'm gonna say that. I've seen the results of EU Zergs walking away from ZvZs with some of these players, and well, let's just say that they were a little bit unhappy.
I don't blame them. I mean, they already don't like playing ZvZs against the Koreans. You know, you give them a C player, and it's like, oh no, mate, it's over. It's shaking.
Yeah, it's just like a Korean, but we don't go past 50 drones. It just doesn't happen.
True.
If we have to make Vipers and Lurkers on 50 drones, so be it.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. A thing of beauty, as we are.
It is. It actually is.
It's impressive. Very impressive.
It's CVZ how it's meant to be played.
As you can hear the beast, we do have our next series. We mentioned it earlier, but it is going to be MeomaikA versus Gref. I don't expect this to be a long one, but I'm ready to be. I'm ready to be dazzled.
I think it's going to be 2.5 minute games. That's my prediction. I haven't actually seen Gref's PvZ before, but it might come as a surprise here. I'm a big fan of Gref. I think he's a good kid. I like him.
Yeah.
Even though all he does is cannon rush, I think his heart's in the right place.
Wait, you haven't seen him in PvZ, so he cannon rushes Terrans?
No. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I've played him a bunch. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I played him quite a few times in tournaments. I don't know why I always match up against him, but here we go. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner. Rather famous for his cannon rush and very good at it as well. This is Gref.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the Vietnamese Zerg player representing Team Gosu. It is MeomaikA. Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Okay, so Gref only cannon rushes. So he's a pure cannon rush main, which I kind of respect because he's not playing on a barcode or anything. Everyone knows that he cannon rushes, and he will still do it anyway. I'm very curious to see how this works because I don't think I've seen an all-in cannon rush versus Zerg, maybe ever. I guess there's the robo, like the proxy robo.
Yeah. There's a proxy robo variation, but yeah, this is very uncommon at the pro level. You're not wrong about that. And I'm also really curious because it's very rare for MeomaikA to go hatch first. So even if MeomaikA doesn't know how Gref plays, he does go pool first. He's already got Lings on the way. He's got a Queen on the way. This gas steal is already a big tell, and even though MeomaikA hasn't seen anything, the likelihood of this being a cannon rush is pretty high.
Yeah, definitely. The gas steal is pretty suspicious, but I will also say I don't think pool first is going to be too much of a problem for Gref. He is pretty well versed in this sort of thing. I'm sure he's seen most variations of responses. As we do see these Lings are going to be running straight into the cannons. 3 of them going down already. Mio is going to be trying to send that last one just around the edge to get some scouting, but he doesn't get that done. No Lings, no scouting. He's not going to know what's coming his way just yet.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he does, of course, confirm across the map that it is going to be an all-in variation. He doesn't know if it's going to be Stargate or Robo. Either or could be the case. Cybercore is still on the way, so it's going to actually take a while for Gref to really get this going.
Yeah, I am a tiny bit worried. We have 4 roaches coming out already. We don't have the gas necessarily to make a bunch of Ravagers, which that gas steal does help with a lot, but if we're going to be making a robo, I think we're only going to be starting it now, and it's actually a Stargate. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so Stargate follow-up here, I imagine, for Void Rays, unless we start seeing a Fleet Beacon, which would be crazy. But as you mentioned, these roaches are already out, and once we get a couple of Ravagers, I do think we can break this position. As I say that, more shield batteries are on the way. There is Nartosis Pylon, by the way. I don't know if that's going to come into play, but something to bear in mind.
Yeah, this one stalker going to be putting a bit of pressure on, trying to get a scout on the timing of the breakout attempt from Mio. It's not quite going to see it, and I think, oh, this could be real trouble for Gref. We have the Queen tanking a lot of the damage from these cannons as well.
Yeah, the shield battery coming in clutch, so it does keep the Stalker alive a little bit longer. Second shield battery will finish up as well. Second Stalker pops out just in time, but these cannons are being focused down.
Yeah, this is not looking good. Both shield batteries are drained. We still have roaches remaining, and like you pointed out earlier, there is only one pylon powering all of this. I think we're about to see GG.
Yeah, the pylon goes down. Everything is depowered. There is nothing back at home. We're throwing down a backup Stargate. We're not giving up.
Yep, that is one way to say what's happening here. We're not giving up. That is true. Can we win from here? Probably not. But we're not giving up.
I had to be very careful with my verbiage there, okay? I had to we got cannons, we got shield batteries on the way. Gref gonna try to hold on here on one base. Once again, okay, there is a second pylon on the way, thankfully, but we have high ground vision. The roaches have arrived. G! Yeah. Oh, 1G. Oh.
It's fine.
Yeah.
You'll get the other one later.
As MeomaikA will take game number 1.
There we go. Game number 1 is in the books, and the cat is out of the bag as well. Mio is going to know that Gref is a little bit different in how he plays, but I think Mio is just going to play pool first either way, to be honest.
I mean, he would have done so even if it was a standard Protoss. Like,
yeah.
I'm concerned. Like, it's series like this which, like, vindicate MeomaikA, you know? Like, he's like, everyone keeps criticizing me for pool first, but look, there's a reason. He's like, look, it works.
It works.
It's like, but Gref is like the only one that does this. Like, what are you talking about? It's like, yeah, but you know, like, when it works, Papi. It's worth it.
Yeah. I mean, if he didn't do this, then, and Gref won, the word will be out. True. This is how you beat MeomaikA.
True. There you go. So, yeah, MeomaikA, I'm sure is going to be going for another pool first opener. We'll see how Gref adjusts, and we'll see what kind of other variation of Cannon Rush he has up his sleeve.
Yeah, let's see how he can adjust. I think he will have different variations depending on the map as well. But here we are spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of the map. Is the Ukrainian Protoss in the yellow. This is Gref.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Vietnamese Zerg player representing Team Gosu. It is MeomaikA. Yeah, it's doing it again.
Yeah. Wonder if you could do like... Do people do 2-gate forge against Zerg?
2-gate forge?
Yeah, like zealots and cannons.
Yeah, I've seen gate. I've seen like variations that we just saw, but not too much actually. Maybe. If you ever do come back to playing Protoss. You got some exploring to do. True.
As there we go. We do have Gref popping in. Drops that ping down on the pool as well. So just get the full scout there. Is going to be going for the gateway at the front here again, and going for the gas steel too.
Yeah, so everything's looking the same for the time being. I'm sure MeomaikA can piece together what is going on and have a better idea about it as well. You can see him double back with that Overlord, so he is going to be checking this location, and we'll get confirmation of that cannon rush of the proxy.
Yeah, we have an identical game so far, and this time I'm sure Mio is going to be able to keep those Lings alive too, so I'm not loving this for Gref.
Yeah, so as you mentioned, in game 1, MeomaikA had a bit of a shaky start by losing all of his Lings. This time this should not occur, as the Lings are going to bypass the proxy entirely. They're going to be heading out across the map, and they should be forcing... Oh, we have a spray. But they should be forcing more of a reaction back home and some cannons.
Yeah, so it's an extra cannon that we're having to make back at home. That does just slow down everything just a little bit more. And there we go, the first few roaches coming on out. It looks like it's going to be the exact same response from MeomaikA here. And I'm honestly not really sure how Gref can do much better. He is throwing down a couple extra cannons, but I mean, he had batteries last time too, so he's just delaying the Stalker, delaying the Stargate a little bit as well to get these extra cannons out.
Yeah, exactly. And he will have that initial Stalker, as you mentioned. Without the Stargate, though, without the Robo, then I do think that MeomaikA can break this position. That's a lot of extra DPS, though, and MeomaikA, he's going to respect that for now, waiting for more Lings and Roaches to rock up.
Yeah, Gref going up to a 5th cannon here. So I think it was just 3 cannons and a couple batteries before. He's going to be committing a lot harder to the static defense here. So I do think that MeomaikA probably should stop making Lings here and go back into drones once he does see exactly how much commitment to static defense there is. But there is always the option to just go around this too.
True, but he's gonna try to brute force his way through regardless. The first cannon is gonna be going down. Roaches are being targeted down here. Gref is gonna be able to trade relatively well, but the cannons are still falling one after the other. But there's only 2 Roaches remaining.
Yeah, good focus fire coming out from Gref. He is going to try to clean up the last few of these Lings. The shield battery has been expended, so that is 4 of those cannons are going down, and we do have a few more Ravs on the way as well. Very important that we get a couple of these Stalkers out now, but I just don't know if Gref is going to be able to keep up here.
Yeah, like, I appreciate the extra cannons. He correctly identified that MeomaikA was just going to try to attack this and break this position, so he took advantage of that, but as we can see, there's still too many Lings, too many Ravagers. The Stalker gets surrounded. 1 cannon is left, and the Biles should help deal with this.
I don't think we're going to be seeing a GG here, like, yeah. I've seen this before.
You only got 1 G this series, Bob. You only one.
It's okay. Give him the other one if you want.
GG, well played. Congratulations to MeomaikA for taking the series 2-0. I appreciate Gref, though. I appreciate him. You mentioned before, but I feel like there's I don't know, there's something endearing about seeing a player that, you know, they stick to their guns, they've got a play style. It reminds me of, like, I don't know if you were familiar with Probe Scout, the NA Protoss player a couple of years ago, but very similar, where he would just cannon rush every game.
Amil, yeah. I remember I think he 2-0'd down, or Zest?
Zest, it was Zest, yeah.
I think it was Zest, right? Yeah.
In the ESL Open Cup.
Yeah. That's definitely impressive. It's cool to see someone stick to their guns so much. Sometimes it doesn't quite work out, but, you know, I think MeomaikA also prefers no GGs. I think it kind of fuels him more.
Yeah, it gives him strength.
Yeah. That's what MeomaikA wants. That's why he plays StarCraft.
Yeah. Oh my god. It's what he lives for, Bobby. It's what he lives for. And yeah, with that, congratulations to MeomaikA. He's going to be the first player to advance on to the semi-finals. !B in the chat if you guys want to have a look at the back of yourselves, so we can, you know, all catch up and you know, go over the bracket itself, catch up with all these results. Also, as we get into these results, if you want to support this tournament, you can do so by checking out the Matcherino, Matcherino in the chat if you guys want to support this tournament. Likewise, Patreon as well, if you do want to support the tournament series. So up to you, Papi, or up to you guys if you want to support monetarily. Otherwise, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting the Sparkling Tuna Cup. It's a great tournament. It's a great tournament.
Up to you, puppies in the chat. Yeah. Would you like to be our puppy? The tournament puppy.
Oh my. Is that what we should start calling them? Other Patreons are puppies? Is that?
Yeah, the puppies.
Yeah. I like it.
If for $10 a month, you can be our little puppy, and then from a little bit more, you can be a big puppy.
Oh my god. Oh god. How big do they get? Do we need like different tiers, different sizes?
Puppy.
Oh my god. Ay. Yeah. You know, you can't. Yeah, it's fine. Well, what I should say, you know, as we get into this, is that you know, whether you're a big puppy or a little puppy, we appreciate you. You know, it's not about. It's not always about the size. Not at all. No. It's like sometimes the little puppy is nice.
It's about what it means to you.
Yeah, it means a lot.